Welcome back to Dubbzi Bricks for another episode of building Gotham City in Lego. In the last update we made start on the Joker's Funhouse and roller coaster, and already we're having great fun with this part of the city, and I want to carry on working on it in this update. There were some fantastic comments in the last video from people, so much appreciate all the comments that people have been putting in the videos. It really does help with the build of Gotham City, so keep them coming. And with that, it was in regards to the size of the building. I'm already taking a chunk out of the front here, so it's all almost in an L shape. That's making it feel smaller, but somebody did suggest doing it at different heights on the building, and again I do think that could potentially work. If I had a thin section at the back that was taller than the front, I think that will work really well. Another person suggested I chop the building off at the end here and have it so that part of the roller coaster is outside, and again I do think that could work very well as well. And I could potentially put another building on the back here, but it's on stilts, so it's more level with the docks, or possibly a little bit higher, and then the roller coaster goes under that section. But yeah, it's going to be great fun carrying on with this build. I want to concentrate on the front of the building, so I've got my source material which I'm basing this off of, so I want to try and see how many studs I need width wise on that, and then I'll know how much of this I'm actually going to be using up. Now I have placed an order for some Lego pieces for this mock, particularly the round cylinders that are going to be going to support the roller coaster section just here. I was hoping to get the round bricks that you see here in dark brown, however I couldn't see that they've ever made them, so I might be wrong, but I've had to order them in reddish brown. I have ordered the round plates, they are in dark brown. I've ordered a load of those, so it's going to be a mixture of the two, which I think will look better because it will give it more of a wore down effect. Like with the docks here, you've got the mixture of the dark brown and the reddish brown, and I think the two work together really well. So anyway, without further ado, let's take this over to the table and let's start working out how wide the front's going to be. And here is the width of the Funhouse, and got Solo stood at the front there, first minifigure I came to. Width wise, we're talking around about the 40 stud mark, maybe one or two over once you take the mouth into consideration on the side there. But yeah, size wise, I think it's looking perfect. This doorway here, I think is possibly a little bit too tall, but I'm thinking about putting some teeth in the bottom here and making a dark red line around the edge there to make it look like a mouth. I'm not sure in this image if that's what that is, but it's what I'm seeing. So I think that's what I'm going to make it. At the end of the day, this image is just purely for inspiration and to give me some ideas. Now, on the side here, you'll see some beams that are going up, and I found out that these parts here are going to work perfectly for those. So I'll have two of them back to back. I reckon that's going to look spot on. Now, on the snot bricks here, I'm going to plate that and bring it out and tile on top of it. Again, just to give some more details. And then I have the figures standing up on the side there of the toy soldiers or whatever they're supposed to be. So yeah, plenty to do with this, but yeah, size-wise, I couldn't be happy with how we've managed to condense this down. I think it's going to be absolutely fine. Height-wise, I'm not too worried about the height of it now. Now that I know the width is good, I think height-wise, if I go up that a little bit higher, all it's going to be doing is adding some much-needed height to the city. But anyway, let's carry on building, and I'll check back in once we make some more progress. And here we have a little bit more progress made to the Joker Funhouse, and loving the colour combination that's coming on the front here. Thought I'd add a few more added details like pipes just coming out of the wall. Still need to start thinking about the statues, but I think they're going to come up to about here of the toy soldiers, or whatever they're called. But yeah, these sections just here, I'm going to put some black plates and tiles on there just to break it up a little bit more. And on the top here, I'm going to put some of the 8x8 grill plates along there, so they'll be overhanging by probably about 5 studs, I reckon. And then I put a balcony or a railing of some description across the front of it. Now along here, I'm going to write Joker Funhouse. This is the image I'm using from inspiration, and it does say Joker up the top there. I won't be putting the Joker Funhouse in that section, which is just there. I'm going to put something else on there. Not sure what just yet, but we think it's something good to go on there. But yeah, loving how this is coming together and how it's looking, and the size of it as well. I think it's working very well. Now I won't have the right pieces to write Joker Funhouse on the top here. I want to do that in lime green, the same as the roller coaster. However, I need to order those parts in. So for the time being, I'm just going to do it possibly in white or maybe tan, just so I know that it looks right, and also so I know which pieces I need to order in. So what I'm going to concentrate on now is putting the roller coaster track back in place around here, and that's going to enable me to start building the walls up on the corner section. I'm turning my attention now to the back of the funhouse here, and this is the side that's going to be facing the waterfront. And what I want to do is tile the first couple of studs along here, and then build a wall which actually is on a hinge, or 2 walls on a hinge. That way I can get easy access into the funhouse. So when I've got the parts for putting a motor on the track, I can do so easily enough. If I need to do anything in here, again, it's a lot easier to do. I want to have it so that the roof section is permanently attached to the build, so it's nice and strong. So I thought that this was going to be the easiest way to do that. And also I need to build this part of the wall up so I can carry on building this section here, as the bricks are obviously going to be interlocking with each other. So let's tile that off, put the hinges in, and then I can carry on with the wall section on the side. And just checking in with a final update, really happy with how this build is coming along. I've put the 8x8 grill pieces along the top here, and I feel it really does help to give the look that you see from the source material. I think once I've just got the 2 soldier figures going up there, it's going to finish that off nicely. So I do need to start trying to work out how I'm going to build those. I only want them to be 6 studs in width if possible, and probably just coming up to around about that area just there. It's going to be nice once I get my latest Lego ordering, because it's going to enable me to get so much more of this build done, like the hair around the Joker's face there. I have put a couple of snot bricks in behind there into the black wall, so I can put the eyes in for the Joker figure there. And this is just a temporary structure just here. Again, once I get the Lego parts in, there'll be plenty of pieces in there that will hopefully enable me to do something that's going to make that look just right. Now this has caused a little bit of a headache towards the end. I've actually moved over the arches and the face by 1 stud, as this roller coaster line here is more over to the side than the one on the top, and this line just here was right on the edge, and yeah, it just didn't look right. So moved it all over. So it did take a fair bit of time just to rebuild that across. Now on this top section, I'm going to have a doorway, I think, on the top there, which will lead out to this area here, and I'll put some railings along the front, and just need to work out exactly how I'm going to do the Joker Funhouse on there. Am I going to do it and then it says all built into the building, or just have it as a thin sign on the top there? So yeah, plenty of decisions to make. At the moment, if I build it into the building's getting taller than I was anticipating doing, because I thought it was just going to be the back, it was going to be the high section. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the update. If you have, please remember to give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content on the channel. And if you know anybody else you think would be interested in building Gotham and Lego, if you could share the channel with them, it'd be much appreciated. Anyway, thanks for popping on by, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.